Interior Exterior Award is one of the prominent events which happens every year. I believe this is the 14th year happening it. They have very good quality on the participation of the various professionals, from the real estate, from the architects, from the product people over there. And it's a great opportunity that we come and meet, interact with the industry, understand the new future trends and new developments happening.
I think these awards seem to be maturing each year. So I think the function was very well organized. And I think the awards not only going to, as they have been in the past, to designers, now start to go to people also who are from the trade and who are producing products, that that are exhibiting excellence and are good for the sector. So I think, in a sense, the entire forum is maturing.
So I must tell you that as Amit Wadhwani and Sai Estate Consultants, we are always delighted. And for me, it is not like attending any other award. It's like attending my own company's award, And I've said this again: the way Realty Plus acknowledges, accreditates, and awards, recognizes everybody, that is commendable. And every time that I come here, I feel that I'm part of the fraternity that is doing some excellent work. So it's good to be a member of such a fabulous community.
It's a great experience. They're doing a great job, and they're bringing all the suppliers, the architects, developers, realtors, everybody together under one roof, and I think they're doing great. Get to learn a lot from these kind of platforms where we share, we learn, we see other guys, other problems of the other companies or the other suppliers, and we learn from each other, and it's a good learning curve.
It's different from the other award ceremonies that I've attended to in terms of the content, in terms of the sessions that we had, and I think there is more real value being put into this current session that we have been envisaging here. It would do a lot for the realty industry, the construction industry, if promotions such as these are taken up in more earnest, and the concerns that are there in the industry vis-a-vis the authorities, vis-a-vis the end users are brought to the face, which I think Realty is doing in a big way.
Indeed, an honor, pleasure and privilege to have been associated with the Realty Plus group, who have done very well over the last 13 years time period in spreading the message and awareness creation of all that is good to be done in the built environment sector, and in particular on the real estate segment, covering various asset classes. And more importantly, to recognize the good work being done by all the stakeholders involved, the builders on one side, the architects on the other side, the engineering team on the other side, the construction contracting groups on the other side, the building material industries on the other side. All of them put together make a final contribution to what the built environment is all about.
All right, ladies and gentlemen, so on that note, let's get the awards proceedings started, and I'd like to invite Mr. Amit Wadhwani and Mr. V. Suresh to please come on stage to present the first set of awards. Please put your hands together to also welcome our presenters on the stage. Mr. V. Suresh, I'm going to request you to please come on stage, and Mr. Amit Wadhwani. And with that, Let's get started with the first category for the evening, which is Brand of the Year for Dream Kitchen Solutions. Let's take a look.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, the third edition of INX Awards ceremony commences. The INX Awards symbolize a recognition of the highest quality and achievement in building material and construction industry. These awards honor the creativity and innovation of the best in the field. The entries have been judged by a panel of leading industry experts based on outlined criteria. Our esteemed jury members are architect Bobby Mukherjee of Bobby Mukherjee Associates, Mr. Pankaj Dharkar of Pankaj Dharkar Associates.
A jury member for this episode of the Realty Plus Awards, and it's been fun. We've seen a lot of good entries that have come in, and I'm really encouraged to see such good products coming into the Indian market.
Architect Reza Kabul of ARK Reza Kabul Architects, Ms. Manju Yagnik of Nahar Group, Mr. Amarjit Bakshi of Central Park.
Really thankful and feeling privileged that Realty Plus has provided me an opportunity to jury this event, and all the best. Thank you so much.
Mr. Saurabh Singh of Colliers International.
Congratulations Realty Plus for coming up with this brilliant platform for builders, people in construction, designers. I'm very impressed with the entries. I'm very honored to be on the jury. I like the sense of creativity in the building industry, in the INEX, that is interior, exterior. And I wish there were more such platforms to encourage creativity, to encourage designers, to show more innovation, technology and design.
I'm indeed very honored to be juror for Realty Plus Awards. I'm looking forward to an intellectual discussion and interactive dialogue with the jury members to be able to select the nominees and finally the awardees. I look forward to be part of this exciting industry event. Thank you.
Ms. Bani Anand of ATS Infrastructure Limited. Architect Premnath of Premnath Associates. The INX Awards has a set of 5 essential categories that together celebrate and congratulate spectacular achievements. We begin the first main category, the INX Brand Awards, to honor companies which produce the elements that make up the spaces we inhabit. The winners are felicitated for their remarkable contributions to the building material and construction sector. Let's begin with the first category of the evening, Brand of the Year for Dream Kitchen Solutions, and the award goes to Nolte Kitchens.
May I also request Dr. Anurag Batra to please
Dream
come on the
Kitchen
stage
to the
do
building
the honors.
material and construction sector.
And let's have a huge round of applause one more time for Nolte Kitchens. We have with us Alok Dugal. Mighty congratulations. All right, so now before we move on to the second category, I'd like to also request Dr. Anurag Batra to please come on the stage to join our presenters to do the honors for our next category for this evening. Ladies and gentlemen, the second category is Brand of the Year for Steel and TMT. Let's take a look.
The second category is the Brand of the Year for Steel and TMT, and the award goes to Jindal Panther TMT Rebars.
Well, let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for Jindal Panther TMT Rebars. We'd like to invite Mr. Rohit Lamba, Mr. Minesh Dwivedi and the team to please come on the stage. Congratulations. Moving on to the next category for the evening, which is Brand of the Year for Construction Chemicals. Let's take a look.
The next category is Brand of the Year for Construction Chemicals, and the award goes to Sika India.
We'd like to invite Mr. Rajesh Joshi, Business Director, Flooring and Building Finishing with Sika India, to please come on stage. Well, moving on, up next is the Brand of the Year for Paints.
And the Brand of the Year for Paints goes to Nippon Paint India.
Nippon Paint India, ladies and gentlemen. We'd like to invite Mr. Mark, General Manager Marketing. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on, the next category of the evening is Brand of the Year Doors. Let's take a look.
Next category of the evening is Brand of the Year Doors, and the award goes to the Rishabh Winpro.
Well, let's put our hands together, ladies and gentlemen, for the Rishabh Winpro. We have with us Mr. Nikhil Jain, Director. And now from doors, let's go to windows. The next category is Brand of the Year for Windows.
And Brand of the Year for Windows goes to Finesta Building Systems.
We'd like to invite Mr. Nagavarma, Head Sales West Zone. to please come on the stage. Our next category is Brand of the Year, Flooring Ideas, and the award goes to...
Let's move on to the next category, Brand of the Year, Flooring Ideas, and the award goes to Kajaria Ceramics for tiles and ceramic, Pergo for wooden flooring.
All right, so we have two winners here, but first up, let's invite Mr. Amit Uppal and Alka Kumar from Kajaria Ceramics to please come on stage. Congratulations. So while Kajaria Ceramics wins it for tiles and ceramic, we also have Pergo for wooden flooring, also the winner in this category. So we'd like to invite Mr. Prashant Shejwal, Manager Projects with Pergo, to please come on the stage. Well, before we move on to our next set of awards, I'd like to thank Mr. V. Suresh for doing the honors. Thank you very much. I request Dr. Batra to please remain on the stage. But joining him, I'd like to invite architect Nuru Karim to please come forward. And may I also invite Mr. Jayesh Karya of BSR and affiliates to please come on the stage. I know it's that time of the evening where our stomachs are probably grumbling and all our attention is probably to the next hall. That's right, I can see affirmative nods there. But ladies and gentlemen, let me remind you that applause again is very charismatic. If you do not applaud when the others are winning, you probably might miss out on the applause when you win. So let's keep that momentum on and the energy on for the next 20 minutes. Moving on to the next category, which is Brand of the Year, Bath Designs. Let's take a look.
Next category is Brand of the Year, Bath Designs, and the winner is Duravit for sanitary ware.
I'd like to invite Team Duravit to please come on the stage. Well, let's quickly march ahead to our next category. This is Brand of the Year for Smart Homes.
The next category is Brand of the Year for Smart Homes, and the award goes to Dorset for architectural fittings.
We'd like to invite Mr. Saurabh Bansal, Joint Managing Director for Dorset, to please come on the stage. From smart homes, let's move on to smart offices. The next category, Brand of the Year for Smart Offices.
Brand of the Year for Smart Offices goes to Featherlight Office Systems for office furniture.
We'd like to invite Mr. Love Jawahar, the Director of Featherlight Office Systems, to please come on the stage. Well, that in turn leads us to the next category, which is Brand of the Year for Smart Living.
Brand of the Year for Smart Living goes to Legrand.
Well, let's have a round of applause for Team Legrand, but I'd like to inform you all that they had a flight to catch. In fact, their flight was at 9:30, which is why we have a picture of them receiving the award just outside. So let's have a round of cheer for Team Legrand as well. Let's hear it for them. And with that, let's move on to Brand of the Year, Glass. Let's take a look.
The next category of the evening is Brand of the Year Glass, and the award goes to Lacolam, India.
We'd like to invite Mr. Amit Mehta, Director of Lacolam India, to please come on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, up next is Brand of the Year, Glass and Facades Systems. Let's take a look.
And Brand of the Year Glass and Facade Systems goes to Aluplex.
Well, let's invite Mr. Rohan Keswani, Director of Aluplex, to please come on the stage. Well, it's time for our next category, which is Brand of the Year, Cement and Concrete. And the winner is...
Our next category is Brand of the Year, Cement and Concrete, and the award goes to Nuvoco Vistas Corp, formerly Lafarge.
We'd like to invite Ms. Madhumita Basu, Head Marketing, and Ms. Vaijanti Karande, Head Corporate Communications, to please come on the stage. We're going back to back, ladies and gentlemen. So up next is for Ready Mix Concrete. Let's take a look.
And for Ready Mix Concrete, the award goes to Prism RMC.
Well, let's invite Mr. Atul Desai, Executive Director, CEO with Prism RMC, to please come on the stage. Ladies and gentlemen, our next category is Brand of the Year, Elevators and Escalators.
Let's move on to the next category, Brand of the Year, Elevators and Escalators. And the winner is ThyssenKrupp Elevator India.
We'd like to invite Mr. Manish Mehan, Director, Operations and Whole-Time Director, and Mr. Rajneesh Ramu, Vice President, Marketing, and the team to please come on stage. Congratulations to ThyssenKrupp Elevator India. Up next is for car parking systems. Let's take a look.
And for car parking systems, the award goes to City Lifts.
We'd like to invite Mr. Naveen V. Rajagopalan, Director with City Lifts, to please come on stage. Well, before we move on to the next category of awards, I'd like to thank you for doing the honors. Thank you very much. But Dr. Batra, once again, I'm going to request you to please remain on the stage. I thank Architect Nuru Karim and Mr. Jayesh Karya for doing the honors. Thank you once again. But joining Dr. Batra on the stage, I'd like to invite Mr. Ram Raheja and Mr. Parth Mehta to please come on the stage. Well, it's time for our next set of category of awards, ladies and gentlemen. So moving on, our next category is Brand of the Year, Plant and Construction Machinery. Let's take a look.
Next category is Brand of the Year, Plant and Construction Machinery, and the award goes to Spartan Engineering for construction equipments.
We'd like to invite Mr. Vikram Mehta, Managing Director of Spartan Engineering for construction Spartan Engineering, in fact, to please come on stage. Moving on to the next category, this is Brand of the Year, Designer Furniture.
Our next category is Brand of the Year, Designer Furniture, and the award goes to Nolte for Wardrobe and Furnishings.
That's a double whammy there this evening. So let's double up the applause, ladies and gentlemen, for Nolte for Wardrobe and Furnishings. Well, moving on to the next category, this is Emerging Brand of the Year.
The next category is Emerging Brand of the Year, and the award goes to Maxlide for AAC Blocks.
We'd like to invite Mr. Darshan Kumar, Director, and Mr. Benish, General Manager with Maxlite, to please come on stage. Now, in the category of Emerging Brand of the Year, up next is for paints. Let's take a look.
The next category is Emerging Brand of the Year, and the award goes to Scora Paints for Paints.
We'd like to invite Mr. Naresh Sharma, CEO of Scora Paints, to please come on stage. Well, up next, Emerging Brand of the Year, but this time for steel and TMT. Let's find out.
The next category is Emerging Brand of the Year, and the award goes to Radha Smelters for steel and TMT.
We'd like to invite Mr. Akshat Saraf, Director with Radha Smelters, to please come on stage. Well, up next is for switches and switch gears. Let's take a look.
The next category is Emerging Brand of the Year, and the award goes to Vihan Electric for switches and switch gears.
We'd like to invite Mr. Devendra Jain and Mr. Vihan Jain to please come on the stage. Congratulations. Moving on to the Emerging Brand of the Year for Bath Designs.
The next category is Emerging Brand of the Year, and the award goes to Floor Set for Bath Designs.
Well, let's invite Mr. Pulin Patel, partner with Flowset, to please come on the stage. The next category is Trusted Brand of the Year.
The last category for the brand segment is Trusted Brand of the Year, and the award goes to Syntex BAPL Limited.
We'd like to invite Mr. Sushanta Patnaik, President Sales with Syntex BAPL Limited, to please come on stage. Congratulations. And on that note, I'd like to thank Mr. Parth and Mr. Ram for doing the honors. I request Dr. Batra to please remain till the end of the awards evening. But joining Dr. Batra on the stage, I'd now like to invite architect Ravindra Punde and Mr. Ashok Chajjar to please come on the stage. Well, our next main category is the INEX Product Awards, and these awards, in fact, epitomize true product excellence across the board. This category also felicitates the most impressive products of construction material and design in real estate. Now, the first category in the segment, or in the product segment, is Sustainable Product of the Year.
Our next main category is the INEX Product Awards. These awards epitomize true product excellence across the board. This category felicitates the most impressive products of construction material and design in real estate. The first category for the product segment is Sustainable Product of the Year, and the award goes to the Go Green Buildtech for cement and concrete, Interface for flooring ideas.
That's right, so we have two winners here. So first up, let's invite Mr. Nikhil Jain, Director of the Go Green Buildtech, to please come on the stage. While the Go Green Buildtech wins it for cement and concrete, we also have Interface winning it for flooring ideas. So we'd like to invite Mr. Rohit Tiwari, Head of Marketing and Design, South Asia, with Interface, to please come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, moving on to the next category, Innovative Product Design of the Year.
Next category is Innovative Product Design of the Year, and the award goes to Hunter Douglas for window blinds.
We'd like to invite Mr. Venkateshwaran, Executive Director, WCP Business and team, to please come on stage. Well, up next is the Innovative Product Design of the Year for elevators and escalators.
Next category is Innovative Product Design of the Year, and the award goes to Schindler for elevators and escalators.
Well, let's invite Mr. Bharat Suvarna, Marketing Manager, to please come on the stage. Well, up next is the Innovative Product Design of the Year for Flooring Solutions.
Next category is Innovative Product Design of the Year, and the award goes to Q-Tone for Flooring Solutions.
We'd like to invite Ms. Aarti Notial, Vice President Marketing Communications with Q-Tone Ceramics, to please come on the stage. Well, up next is the same category, but in the HVAC segment. Let's find out.
Next category is Innovative Product Design of the Year, and the award goes to Armacell for HVAC.
Well, let's invite Mr. Arun Prabhu, Business Head, India and South Asia, with Armacell, to please come on stage. Well, moving on in the same category, but in the smart homes segment, let's find out.
Next category is Innovative Product Design of the Year, and the award goes to Havells India for Smart Homes.
We'd like to invite Mr. Deepak Parmar, General Manager, Building Segments, to please come on stage. And the next category is Product Launch of the Year.
The final category in this segment is Product Launch of the Year, and the winner is Niverco Vestas Core, formerly Lafarge, for Instamix Micro.
We'd like to invite Mr. Pranav Desai, Head Innovation, Mr. Indranil Banerjee, DGM Marketing, and Mr. Nitin Gupta, Product Head, to please come on stage. Ladies and gentlemen, let me ensure you that we are inching closer. So our next main category is the INEX Branding and Marketing Awards. Let's take a look.
The third main category are the INEX Branding and Marketing Awards that celebrate the making of identities that help shape consumer perceptions and decision-making behavior. Great branding and marketing aligns business strategy with consumer needs and communicates the unique value of the company in a crowded marketplace. Our first category in Branding and Marketing and Television Campaign of the Year, and the award goes to Kajaria Ceramics for Desh Ki Mitti Se Bani Tiles campaign.
Well, let's invite the team on the stage, Kajaria Ceramics. Congratulations once again. Moving on to our next category, Social Media Campaign of the Year.
Our next category is Social Media Campaign of the Year, and the award goes to Sanghi Industries.
We'd like to invite Mr. Shailesh Jha, Vice President Marketing with Sanghi Industries, to please come on stage. And our next category is Digital Campaign of the Year.
Our next category is Digital Campaign of the Year, and the award goes to Wipro Lightings for Pehli Diwali campaign.
Well, we're talking about Diwali. That means a dhamakedar round of applause, ladies and gentlemen. That's how we celebrate Diwali, right? Let's hear it for Wipro Lightings. We have with us Mr. Prashant Aneja, Senior Brand Manager. And the next category is Marketing Campaign of the Year.
Next category in this segment is Marketing Campaign of the Year, and the award goes to Nippon Paint India for Chennai Super Kings 360-degree activation campaign.
We'd like to once again invite Mr. Mark Titus, General Manager Marketing, to please come on stage. We're about to move on to the final segment for the evening, so thank you very much for doing the honors. But Dr. Batra, just the final segment. Let's have you remain back on stage. But joining Dr. Batra, I'd like to invite architect Nitin Kilawala to please come on the stage as well. Well, let me assure you, this is the final page that I'm holding. So let's bring that enthusiasm back in the air and move on to our next category. This is Print Campaign of the Year.
Our next category is Print Campaign of the Year, and the award goes to 09 for A Limitless Life.
We are talking about a limitless life. Let's have unlimited round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, as we invite Mr. Prashant Chauhan, Creative Director. The next category in the branding and marketing segment is Popular Brand of the Year.
The last category in branding and marketing segment is Popular Brand of the Year, and the award goes to CP Plus.
We'd like to invite Mr. Uday Gandhi, General Manager with CP Plus, to please come on stage. Congratulations. We're left with just two more categories, ladies and gentlemen. So let's find out about the next category, which is INEX Individual Awards.
The fourth category is the INEX Individual Awards, through which Realty Plus provides an opportunity to recognize and honor individuals who have demonstrated excellence in the interior and exterior construction and design space. In Marketeer of the Year category, the award goes to Mr. Amit Tiwari, Vice President Marketing, Havells India Limited.
Ladies and gentlemen, Mr. Amit Tiwari it is. We have a small video that we'd like to play across for all of you. Let's have the video on the screen.
Delighted to hear that our work has been really recognized. It is not the work that I did. I think everybody in the team and everybody who contributes to this great achievement of getting the Marketer of the Year award. The way we are trying to define and redefine the entire B2B construction industry that we need to look for. I think this is the first step. There are many more to come like this. Different tangents that we're trying to draw will also seek a lot of attention in the way we are trying to define the industry and try to serve the industry the same way. Thank you so much.
We'd like to invite Devashish Ganguly to please come on the stage, along with Mr. Mukesh Chaudhary, to receive this honor on behalf of Mr. Amit Tiwari. Our final category for the evening, ladies and gentlemen, they often say that what you do for yourself leaves with you when you leave the world. What you do for the others remains immortal. That brings us to our final category. Let's take a look.
Goodness is the only investment that never fails. This category felicitates the companies actively engaged in CSR, addressing social, environmental, or economic issues of the community with credible commitment and tangible results. And the award goes to ThyssenKrupp Elevator India.
Well, let's have a louder round of applause, ladies and gentlemen, for ThyssenKrupp Elevator India. We'd also like to invite Mr. Abhay Srivastava, Director Human Resources, Mr. Neerav Desai, General Manager, to please come on stage. Congratulations to all the winners. I'm going to invite all the winners to please come on the stage for a group photograph. And can we have a huge round of applause one more time for all the winners for this evening? And the winners, please come on the stage with your shining trophies as well. And as for the rest of the audience members, thank you for being such an amazing crowd. And we're going to cordially invite you to please join in for drinks and dinner. It's time to continue the conversations and celebrations in the pre-function hall. But meanwhile, let's have all the winners on the stage. Let's have you all come together for a group photograph.